gossip, entertainment, fashion, trend, and more.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to a special episode of the Chatty Reed Show. We are going to review the Pink Friday 2 World Tour Gag City Brooklyn show. Y'all. So Thursday, we went to the Brooklyn show, and it was just I want to try and get to another show so bad. Let me just start here. I just want to just put this out there, right? Nicki has been in the game, going on 16, 17 years now. And I just want to say, throughout those years, whether or not you hated her, you loved her, was a fan at one point and stopped being a fan, you know, she did something that pissed you off, was a part of the Nicki hate train, whatever the case may have been, maybe you grew out of her, whatever. We cannot take away from this lady's contribution to not only music and celebrity culture in the industry, but to hip hop. You cannot take this lady's legacy from her catalog. And I know some of y'all might say, you know, oh, Nicki bring that on herself, and oh, you know, she's ruining her own this and that, da. Say what you want to say. This lady, you have to give props where props is due. We're talking about someone who's had a consistent career for the past 16 years. Consistent. Was able to reinvent herself for every era of an album that she's done. She has 3 tours under her belt. 3 sold out world tours under her belt. Like, and the only reason she don't have a Grammy is because of a hate train, is because of a beef with an executive. No, we can't do that. But let's get into the show. I'm trying to see if I want to start with the good or the bad. Let me get out the things I didn't like first. Let's get the things that I didn't like out the way, so that way we can just focus on all the positivity through the rest of the group. So for starters, I went to the show. It was me, my husband, my cousin, and his husband. We went to the Brooklyn show, and we had a good time. We were dressed in our pink, and, you know, we were drinking and stuff, and just vibing out, having a grand old jolly time. So, I had seen when the tour started, you know, you start to see what people have to say, and you read in reviews and things like that online. And a lot of the reviews that I was seeing was a lot of people was complaining about the transition of the show. And they were basically saying that her transitions were long. And so I was like, oh, yeah, you know. Anything that I see negative about Nicki, I chalk it up typically to people just hating. And so I don't really feed much into it. Because I know that people love to hate Nicki, and a lot of people wanted to see this tour fail. With that being said, being there, I got what everybody was talking about. The transitions were so long. Like her transitioning into sets. And for me personally, the only thing I can compare it to is a Beyonce or a Rihanna. Because, truth be honest, guys, only people tours that I really invest in is Nicki, Beyonce, and Rihanna. Like, I don't really go to artist shows and tours because I just don't think anybody else is really worth my money unless it's like, a radio show or, a club show like a Santana or something like that. But other than that, I don't really go to big production tours. B, Ree, and Nicki. So when I sit back and I look back at a Beyonce or a Rihanna's tour, which I've been to multiple for both, Nicki's transitions were a bit long. So even her introduction onto the stage, it was a bit timey. Like I would say, it was cute. So the initial effect when that first thing, everything pop up, the gag city comes alive. You like, all right, this is eating. And then I've caught myself standing there. I'm like, okay, yeah, you screaming. And then it'll go from you screaming to like, wait, we still watching this video? Like, bitch, come out. Like, it just took, I think she wanted to make sure she dotted her I's, crossed her T's. And that's fine. I think it could be scaled back just a little bit. Even, with her changing, like her wardrobe changes, I'm used to like the dancers still being out there performing, the theatrics up there still going, but we're still being entertained. Nicki just had like stuff flashing up there, and then the one transition, she had her face up there real big as the robot. And it was like it was talking, and then she was talking in a voice like this. And it was just like, come to me, let it go. And then the music in the background was, dun, 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 dun. And she's just like talking. And I'm just like, okay. But the minute she came back and hit the stage, it brought you back a lot. So I don't know if that was something that was planned or if she really just missed the mark with that. But to be honest, that's my only really big complaint is just the transitions. I was upset at her closing outfit because I really love the denim jeans with the bra top and the scarf. We got the little shimmery thing, so I was upset with that. But that's not anything to really take no points off of. Let me see. What else? People were upset because they said she came out late. I don't think I consider that her coming out late. Because even Beyonce put on her tickets that venue opened up at 7, showtime at 8. But we all know Beyonce's not coming out till the sun come down. So Nicki Minaj had on there 7 o'clock, doors open, 8 o'clock, 8:30. DJ Booth was to go on and perform and do his DJ thing, and then her. Now DJ Booth was late because when 8:30 came, DJ Booth did not come on. We were still sitting there waiting for him to come on. But when he came on, he ate. I think that was so dope that she has a DJ segment to interact with us, get us lit, get us turned for the party. Now, I do feel like once DJ Booth's set was over, she should have immediately came out, and she didn't. It took her maybe another, I want to say, 20 to 30 minutes to come out after that. People was also saying the running time for the show was short. I don't think the running time for the show was short at all. I think that it was a perfect amount. She literally took us through her catalog, and she did it the right way. And whatever she could not fit in the show, she made sure DJ Booth played it, and we was hyped to it, so it was going to all be a part of her footage. So I think she did well there. It's just like I said, just the transitions. Her transitioning was just a little long for me. Other than that, Nicki gets an A. My favorite, like I fanned out, I gagged. My gag moment, my gag city moment, when she performed Barbie, Chun-Li, Monster, Roman's Revenge, what is it, Only on the Season, Red Ruby the Sleaze, That whole segment, my favorite segment, when she went through her characters. See, that's why I love Nicki. I love all her animated characters. I love all of that. You know, her alter egos and shit. That's what made me fall in love with her. Like that's my thing. And I feel like that was her strongest segment, in my opinion. When I don't know if it was the energy of her being home again and in Brooklyn and all of that. When I tell you this lady snapped, and then once she snapped, right, when she did Monster, she walked up the steps, and I'm so mad I didn't get this moment recorded because I was just being in the moment. She walked up the steps, and she was just spitting, and this bitch, like, I don't know if the floor, if the toaster, because you know the stages have the toasters where you pop in and out. I don't know if the toaster like dropped her or if she dropped, but it was like she was so in her head. It was like she was that character. She was embodying a character, rapping, and then it was just like, yeah, bitch, I know I ate it. Boom. And then when she dropped down into the stage and the smoke shot up, I was like, get geeked. Like, I was in Nicki Minaj heaven. I was geeked. I was gagged. Like, it was everything. It was everything. Literally, I felt like, to be honest, that one segment alone was so good to me. I was good to go after the show. Like, I was good to go. Like, if we was to leave after that segment, I would have been fulfilled. That's how good it was. That bitch came out, performed Red Ruby the Sleeves in the fucking, like, outfit, the green outfit, and she stood in that motherfucking box sideways with her head turned to us, and she just was spitting and looking. And my obsession for Nicki is just, y'all, it was amazing. It was amazing. Like, this is why I say, like, you don't have to like her. Like, you can have your faves, but don't be on bullshit like you don't know the contribution that she's made to hip hop and that she's made in this industry. Like, Nicki is that girl. Like, come on. And there'll probably never be another female rapper with the longevity that Nicki has had. It'll probably never happen again with the success and the heights that Nicki has reached. So, I mean, I don't know, but the character segment was enough for me to want to go again. Like, I walk around like everything's okay, and I really just want to be in Gag City. I really just want to go back to Gag City. Like, come on. But we had some special guests. We got Bobby Shmurda. They went crazy when he came out. 50 Cent. They went crazy when 50 Cent came out. First of all, I was trying to figure out, was we at a Gag City or was we at 50 Cent show? Because 50 Cent came out, stole the show, did his thing. 50 did his whole catalog. Like, he did his whole, every hit. He literally did all his hits. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this is the motherfucking 50 Cent show. Then, and this is why I don't like 50 Cent, he decided to make a joke. Some girl flashed him, show her breast, and he was like, damn, y'all seen that? It's another SEX worker. When I tell you, I was sitting there like, as he walked off the stage laughing, I'm surprised that didn't end up on the Shade Room. I'm really surprised. Like, I was gagged. Like, I don't like him. Like, I don't like him. But he shut it down. Guyless, what's the artist who sang Life of a Guyless? I mean, she came with right to my spine, but with a friend. That song, y'all know what I'm talking about. He came out, killed it. That was actually one of my favorite songs last summer. And that was lit. I did see Deb Etney was there. Joe Budden was there. I didn't really see too many other celebrities there. I know she had her celebrity box down there, but I couldn't really see who was all in it outside of Joe Budden and Deb. I'm trying to think what else for you guys that really jumped out at me. I was happy with the wardrobe. The wardrobe was cool. What else? What else, guys? I mean, that was pretty much it. Like, that was pretty much it. I'm kicking myself because I seen Kenneth, he left the stadium before Nicki. And so the Barclays has private parking. And we're standing in line because they bring 2 cars down at a time, which I think is so brilliant. Giving people 2 cars at a time because it helps with traffic control. I think it's perfect. Kenneth had came out in a white and black Range Rover, and I thought it was him, and he was all iced out. And so I stared right at him, and he stared right at me, and I think it was probably one of the things like he like recognized. He probably was saying in his head like he recognized who I am, but not saying anything because we locked eyes. And in my head, I'm like, nah, that's not Kenneth. Lo and behold, the next day, Nicki posted pictures of them, and he had the same hat, outfit, chains, and everything of the guy that was in the Range Rover that came out of the Barclays. And I was like, I should have freaking known that that was him. I don't know why I doubted myself. But yeah, we seen him, and it was just amazing. Like, if you have the opportunity to go see her in concert, go see the show. It was amazing. It was worth it. I think I paid $172 a piece for my ticket because I was able to get them like during the pre-sale when she did the whole cold thing, how Beyonce and them do. So I was lucky enough to get section 19, which is the lower level, and they were really great seats. I want to see another show. Like, I feel like I was so caught up in this hype and the excitement of it that I feel like seeing it one more time, I would really like be in it. Like, okay. But it was great, you guys. That's my review. That was my favorite part. Like I said, when she go through the part with the characters. Oh, and one more thing with the transitions, I did want to tap on real quick. Just another example of what I mean by the transitions. Like, even when she was doing the train part on a stage, I thought that could have been better executed because we literally had to sit in the dark and watch them build it. And it kind of took away from the surprise effect of it because they had to test it out to make sure it worked. So they're testing it, the lighting. So we're seeing all of this. And it's just like, okay, we know she's getting ready to get in the train. It's going to light up. The door's going to open. She's sitting in there. And then we saw her walk from backstage with all the dancers, and they got on the train and was all in position. And then the beat drop came on, lit up. And so it just kind of takes away from the excitement of it. But nevertheless, it was still amazing. I loved it. And fuck what anybody got to say. It's the queen of motherfucking rap. Period.